Hi, Jasper Nation. It's Kelly Carroll. We have another Jasper Chat today, and we are focused on our first student athlete Jasper Chat. We're talking to Shannon Gleba from the women's rowing team. Hi, Shannon. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm good.
We're so happy to have you. The big news this week was that you were recently elected student body president for all of Manhattan College, so congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're definitely going to focus on that as we get into our talk, but I was hoping just at first if you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Shannon Gleba. I'm a junior at Manhattan, a rising senior, class of 2021. I'm a public health major. I'm concentrating in healthcare administration with hopes of going to law school after I graduate next year. I currently am the captain of the women's rowing team. I'm a co-captain last year and this year. I also work for the Quadrangle. I'm a copy editor and a staff writer. I work in the Center for Academic Success as a writing consultant. And like Kelly said, I was just elected student body president for the academic year 2022 through 2021.
So that is a long list of things
Yeah.
that you are involved in. What inspired you to run for student body president?
So it's kind of a funny story. I never really thought it was one of my goals. This year I was the School of Education and Health Vice President for Student Government, and I just saw all the great work student government was able to do this year, and I kind of wanted to make my own mark on student government. So I reached out to some friends and some acquaintances who I've known on campus, and we kind of decided to put a campaign together and see what we can do. A big thing is that I just kind of wanted representation for someone like me in student government who is involved in a lot of things and has my hands in many different things. I'd like to see what I can do as someone who's not an international relations major or political science major, see what impact I can have on student government. And that was kind of my goal, to just represent everyone on campus.
That's awesome. Kind of jumping off of that, did you have specific platforms or specific things that you wanted to focus on within that?
Yeah, so something we definitely think is important is the topic of public health and just health on campus in general. I think that's definitely the biggest part of whoever's campaign you voted for. That was probably your biggest worry, was being safe on campus, being healthy. So those are our two kind of main things: safe and healthy, and health on campus for now. But we're also interested in just kind of bringing a voice to everyone and seeing what people want on campus and what they don't want, and kind of making those changes as they come. And we're definitely, we have our word cut out for us, because who knows what next semester is going to look like. So we're just trying to kind of play by ear and see what happens with that.
You kind of echoed what I was going to say, that public health component is going to be so integral into how we all move forward together as a Manhattan College community. So it's fantastic that you're focused on that.
Yes, definitely. And just being a public health major, it's my interest in general. So I like being able to talk to administrators and the students and kind of ease those concerns and try to make the best decisions for everyone.
Well, that's awesome. It's fantastic that you were the person that came out on top, and I'm sure you're going to have a ton of input into how we move forward. So that's so great.
Yes.
Did you have any, or do you have any specific goals in mind for next year?
Specifically, just getting everyone back on campus, getting back reacquainted. I think that's definitely like I said, our biggest thing is just making sure that we all come back healthy and have our best interests in mind and things like that.
Now, as someone who works within the athletic department, I know that the rowing team in particular wakes up very early, is putting in the hours very, very early, whether that's on the water, on the erg machines and Dratty, things like that. So I'm very interested to know kind of how you've been able to balance everything and how you're going to integrate this new responsibility into being an athlete.
Yes, definitely. So the best part about rowing is that once it's 7 a.m., your responsibilities as an athlete are kind of they don't carry as much throughout the day because we do practice so early. So like while we do have lift and we do have training and things like that, a bulk of our training is done in the morning. So it kind of leaves a lot of the day for me to get my classes and my homework and my extracurriculars done. And I think that's the great part of being a rower, is that you have the rest of your day. Like we say, we're done before the sun. So once we're done, you kind of have your own things that you can take care of, whether that be writing for the Quadrangle or working in student government. And I think being an athlete definitely gives you a sense of responsibility in general. So just being able to use your contacts you make as an athlete and also in my jobs and things like that, I think it'll all work nicely together and kind of be able to fit it all in as once, because it's hard to time management and all these different things, but you can definitely make it work when you kind of prioritize what's important to you.
Well, I've been lucky enough to work with you as a reporter on the quad. So I've definitely seen firsthand how you can manage everything, and the outcomes are always fantastic. So I have to say you're going to do a fantastic job. Kind of switching gears a little bit, your sport was one of the ones that was unfortunately canceled for the spring season due to the coronavirus outbreak. And I was just wondering, if there's any lessons in particular that you've taken from that, or as a team, kind of how you guys are doing and moving on from that.
Yes, definitely. So this year we had a really big senior class on our team. We had about 11 or 12 seniors on our team. And I think it was most disappointing to watch them not be able to have their last season. So I definitely feel lucky that I do have another year that I can be on the team and kind of lead the team. But I think it was most disappointing to watch our seniors not be able to have that time. So I think something I've definitely learned is to kind of cherish every moment, because like we say, you don't know when like your last time on the water is going to be, or your last practice, or even just your last time hanging out with your friends on campus is going to be. So unfortunately, we were on campus when our season got cut during spring break. So we were able to kind of be together and kind of carry each other through the very hard time. But I think there's definitely a lot to learn about just teamwork and being inspired even when things aren't really going your way.
Absolutely. And thank you for being so supportive to your senior class. I'm sure that that meant a lot to them, and
Yes.
a good teammate and a good co-captain.
Thank you.
So I've been ending all of these interviews with asking everyone if they could give a little message of support to Jasper Nation. And since you are a first student athlete, Jasper Chat, I think it'll be a unique coming from you if you had anything you wanted to share in support of your fellow Jaspers.
Yes, I just want to say that you really have a bunch of people and a lot of big community behind you and supporting you in this time. Even during the SAC meetings and things like that at the end of the year, you can really still tell you have this community even though we're not on campus. So if you need to reach out to anyone, whether it be your teammates or people from other teams or the SAC members or someone like me, there's always someone to help and to reach out to, and we're all in this together and we're all going to get through it in the end.
Oh, that's awesome. We are so excited for you. We are so happy for you. We think that you're going to do, as I said, a fantastic job, and we will be looking forward to everything you're able to accomplish this next year.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shannon, be well.